Hello, hi, I'm Pierre Valla, the CEO of Jumbo Privacy, and today I want to present the first privacy review we did of North Dakota contact tracing app, iCare 19. So let me give you a bit of context about our mission at Jumbo Privacy is to help protect your privacy everywhere we go and help build an internet that we can trust. Our app has been featured in many trustable publications, including the New York Times, The Verge, Fast Company, Washington Post, and many more. Um, Today we're going to talk about contact tracing and specifically the app of North Dakota that has been available on the App Store and Google Play for a couple weeks now. I want to make a few disclaimers before we go into the findings. We're not making a judgment about the effectiveness of contact tracing for health purposes. This is not a job. We at Jumbo Privacy focus our research on privacy implication of such apps. And full disclosure, I was also an employee of Foursquare from 2012 and 2013, and Foursquare is involved in the finding we have. And our CTO, Jan, was also worked at Foursquare many years ago. This is a screenshot of the Google Play app of the K19 North Dakota contact tracing app. So as you can see in the middle, they give you a unique ID, start with ND and then a number, and so the app is supposed to share your location only with the states, and we're going to look into that. So the first finding we have based on the research is that the app actually shares the user location with Foursquare. User of the app are told in the privacy policy that the location is private and only stored on the server of the company. We have found, unfortunately, some network call to Foursquare API that we think are used for reverse geolocation purposes. This is a screenshot of the privacy policy as of yesterday. This location data is private to you and stored securely on ProfCloud LLC server, which is not consistent to the research we've done and the location data shared with Foursquare as a third party. We took a screenshot actually of the exact call to sdk.foursquare.com that we were able to proxy and includes both the latitude and the longitude of the user location, but also the user anonymous ID or claim to be anonymous in the app, which is also sent to Foursquare, where we don't think there is a reason to send that to Foursquare actually. This is a screenshot of the ID as shown in the app. The second finding from our team is that the privacy policy say that the data is identified by anonymous code. But while we were able to validate that the apps indeed use anonymous code, our research has also found that the anonymous code was transmitted to Foursquare along with the phone advertising identifier, also named IDFA, and bug funder, along with your phone name, which is maybe likely to include your first name if you have the default setting. This is a call to Foursquare servers, which includes your IDFA and your anonymous user ID from the app. And this is the call to bug funder, which include the device name, the device type, and this second call to bug funder also includes the citizen code, which is the anonymous ID that is being sent to this third party without the user knowing or any disclosure in the privacy policy. We have reached for Foursquare for more information. We want to know how is Foursquare using that data. Foursquare is a location company and they sell location data to advertiser. And we want to know if the data collected in the North Dakota contact tracing app is used for advertising purposes, the IDFA and the location data. We also want to know why Foursquare needs to know the anonymous ID and IDFA. It's probably an oversight from the developer part to send both the IDFA and the anonymous ID to Foursquare, and we sent emails to get more information about this. We're also sharing some recommendations for users. We recommend that users do not install the app until the app privacy policy is updated to reflect accurately how the app share data to third party, or until the app is updated to stop sharing data to those third parties. We will provide also an update when and if such conditions are met. Also, for iOS user in general, we recommend that user turn off IDFA in the settings. Also, we will be releasing our feature called Block Tracker next week, which was actually designed a couple months ago and is now ready to be released for everyone. That will block the tracker mentioned in this privacy review. This is a screenshot of the UI that will go live next week for all of our Jumbo Pro users. We also make some recommendations for contact tracing apps that will be released in the coming weeks in many countries. As required by Apple and Google guidelines, specifically on those apps that are using the exposure notification API, those apps should not collect the IDFA. They should also not collect the GPS location. We recommend that those apps will be very careful with third-party SDK, which are known to leak personal data, often without the app developer knowing what they're sharing. And if they use such third-party SDK, disclosing as accurately as possible all the data collected by those third parties in their privacy policy, as required by regulation. Our next step, we have sent letters to clarify all Foursquare, Bugfinder, Firebase, or using the data collected by the Care19 app, and we will update you on this. We will also continue to monitor the updates of the app and any change regarding the data shared with third parties and the link between the anonymous ID and the IDFA. Jumbo Privacy as a company will provide privacy recommendations and reviews for all contact tracing apps released in the future in the countries where our product is most popular, the UK, USA, France, and Germany. Also, next week, we will release an update that includes the block tracker feature for Jumbo Pro, which block on iOS and Android locally all those trackers from sharing information back to the servers. This is a screenshot of the email we sent yesterday to Foursquare about the usage of the data by the Care19 application, and we're waiting for their reply as of now. We hope that those findings will help health agencies that are currently working on similar apps to make sure that privacy is respected and that third-party SDK data sharing is scrutinized and disclosed or removed from privacy policy. Thank you very much for watching our first review of the contact tracing app by Jumbo Privacy.